Welcome back. Rajya Sabha MP Shantaram Naik has demanded a special IAS cadre for Goa. He met Prime Minister Manmohan Singh and submitted a memorandum. He has also demanded special authority for state legislature to enact laws to regulate land transactions.
Rajya Sabha MP Shantaram Naik met Prime Minister Manmohan Singh in Delhi on Tuesday. Naik has submitted 3 memorandums to the PM. He has demanded special authority for legislature in Goa so that the state can enact the laws to regulate land transactions.
I have presented 3 memorandums today. One is regarding special provisions to be made by amending Article 371 of the Constitution to give Goa legislature a power to enact law to regulate the sale and transaction of land. This is because many foreigners come here and others also buy chunk of land. They buy villages after villages, which will ultimately affect the total mass of land available in Goa.
MP has also demanded special category to Goa for additional financial assistance.
Another memorandum which I gave demanding special category for Goa so that we get additional finances just like certain north-eastern states. At that stage, Prime Minister mentioned to me that we have recently given 200 crores. But I told the Prime Minister that it was a temporary for a particular specific purpose, that is Golden Jubilee celebrations and things like that. We may appear to be a high-price state. Our income, our average income is higher, etc., etc. But we require assistance from the central government. Therefore, we should be considered for special category as we missed initial 2 5-year plans.
Naik has demanded a special All India service cadre for Goa. He feels IAS officers coming to Goa are least concerned about the locals.
Because members of All India services, we are deputed in Goa. They do not take interest in development of Goa. They come here for 2-3 years, just casual functioning. They don't advise the government properly. They don't take trouble to bring central government schemes to Goa and just come for like picnic. Therefore, we should have our own special cadre. So these 3 demands I have made, and Prime Minister has told me that he will duly examine this memorandum and give an report.
Bureau Report, Prudent Media.
Goa Bachao Abhiyan and village groups have decided to intensify action for One Goa, One Plan. GBA has demanded introduction of the Draft Goa TCP Act of 1998 as a replacement to the outdated TCP Act 1974. GBA has also appealed all MLAs to support their demands.
Chief Minister Digambar Kamath has assured GBA to finalize the Regional Plan 2021 by September 2010. GBA and village groups have now demanded passing of Draft Goa TCP Act 1998 in the coming Assembly session for inclusion of people's participation in the regional plan.
Why are we asking for this model act? Because it has 73rd and 74th Amendment incorporated in it. So if this act comes through, then this draft regional plan which we have worked will have a legal basis, and GBA has been putting forward this demand, One Goa, One Plan. The present TCP Act has scope for separate ODP, then a piecemeal regional plan, which we do not agree. We want one notified regional plan.
GBA has also decided to appeal all the MLAs across the party lines to facilitate introduction of the said bill.
To support our demand for the introduction of the bill, we are going to approach the MLAs to support the demand for this new TCP Act. And since this amendment has been introduced, that is the 73rd and 74th Amendment, we have the Goa Panchayati Raj Act, and the government says that it believes in participatory planning, then they should show that they mean it by introducing this act.
Our principal correspondent Murari Shethe with video journalist Anil Sanadi for Prudent Media.
Manohar Parrikar has questioned the delay in arresting PI Ashish Shirodkar. Parrikar has alleged that crime branch officials investigating the case are in connivance with Ashish. He also said that Zila Panchayat election results cannot influence assembly election.
North and South Goa private bus owners have merged into one body and have formed All Goa Private Bus Owners Association. Association held its inauguration on the occasion of Sansar Padwa. Manohar Parrikar was the chief guest. Parrikar questioned why Ashish Shirodkar is still not arrested.
तो आशिष शिरोडकर म्हणटा तो ताणें ड्रगाचे ते आटालान सगळे भानगडी सांगल्यो तुमकांय खबर आसता तुमचे अनेक जाण कळवूड भागाचे हे आसा तुमकां दिसता की 5 जाण भितर आहा म्हणून कमीत कमी 25-30 तरी पुलीस आसतले ना सांगा म्हाका कमीत कमी 25-30 आसतले जाका खबर आसा ताका खबर आहा आनी सुप्रीम कोर्टाचें डिसिजन आसा अनेक खेपा की जेन्ना स्टेट पुलिसीचेर एक्शन जाता पळय तेन्ना इन्क्वायरी स्टेट पुलीस करिना तुमची ते मातशी झगडी जाली जाल्यार तुमकां दोगांकूय भितर उडयता पुलीस अजून ताका भितर उडोवप ना मरे हांव पळयता नाटक कितें चल्लां तें चल्लां कितें ड्रगाच्या मॅटरान ताणें पयशे खाले तुमी मान्य करता FIR लॉन्च केली हांव तुमकां इतलें आश्वासन दिता की ताका जो अरेस्ट करना पळय म्हाका म्हज्या हातान सत्ता येत तर तूं जाल्यार ताका अरेस्ट न करणाऱ्याकूय भितर उडयतलो.
Parrikar stated that it's not Zilla Panchayat elections but assembly elections that will reveal the true verdict of Goenkar.
तांकां कितें आसलें की झॅडपी इलेक्शनाक 4 पयशे मोडले कोण तरी 2 जाणां निवडून हाडले म्हणजे आमी जिखले सगळे तांच्यानी अजून लोकांचो प्रताप पळोवन ना तांकां खबर ना की लोकांनी ह्या म्हाका इलेक्शनाक ताका पळोवन मत दिवंक ना आमदाराक पळोवन मत दिवंक ना कोणें मडकयकार पळोवन कोणें मत दिवंक ना तो जो पळय स्थानीक कोण आसा तो वळखीचो आसलो जाल्यार ताका मत दिलें किंवा त्या स्थानिकान पयशे कितले मोडले ताजेर ताका 4 मतां पडली हांकां जेन्ना पळय हे सिंबॉलाचेर उबो रावतले तेन्ना हांकां कळटलें खरें स्थिती कितें आसा.
Manohar Parrikar opined that private bus owners should also get the scheme availed by yellow and black taxi owners.
जी पळय स्कीम येलो ब्लॅक टॅक्सीवाल्यांक एम्प्लॉय केल्या 25% सबसिडी प्लस अर्दे सरकारी पयशांनी अर्दे 8% लोन EDCच्यान दिता पळय ती स्कीम खाजगी बसवाल्यांक सुद्दां लागू जावंक जाय कदंबाकूय लागू जाल्या आतां.
Parrikar also advised bus owners to avoid strike as a mode of agitation.
पॉसिबल स्ट्रायक करूं नाका कारण लोकांची सिंपती वता आनी हांवें सांगलेलें बरोबर आहा लोकां कडेन सारकें वागून लोकां बरोबर तुमी रिलेशन बिल्डअप करपाची गरज आहा लोकां बरोबर सारकें हें करूंक जाय लोकां बरोबर कशें वागूंक जाय म्हणजे केन्नाय तुमचें आंदोलन जालें जर तूं कितें जाल्यार लोकांचो सपोर्ट तुमकां मेळटलो.
Our reporter from Panji, Devidas Kamli, with video journalist Ravindra Dalvi.
Yet another solution for saving tax at the end of financial year. Today we have for you the option of mutual funds. This is the second report in our series where experts in the field advise you on how to save your tax. Watch the special series, Save Your Tax.
The investment into the fixed deposits, the amount in fact gets taxed under the Indian Income Tax Act. The advantage of investing in mutual funds is that whatever returns are being received from the mutual funds are exempt from the tax under the Income Tax Act. So we find that now quite a lot of people are going into mutual funds investment. Mutual fund is one type of investment which gives them both advantages. First advantage is of course the tax saving. One can invest up to 1 lakh rupees, and if you are at the highest level of taxation, which will translate into roughly 30,000 rupees or so worth of the tax savings. The second advantage from the mutual funds is that wherever the stock markets are rising, as we have found normally in India, which the stock markets have been consistently rising, you find that the investment in the mutual funds is giving a much better return than the fixed deposits. You can invest even on a monthly basis, what is known as SIP, systematic investment planning. So maybe you do not have entire money at one stroke, but you want to invest on a monthly basis. You can go to the broker and you will fill a form, and then instructions may be given to your bank, whereby every month a certain sum will be deducted and that will be invested in the mutual fund. The second way is that you can go on the internet, and some of the banks like HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank has got this online facility. So one can simply go to the site, you will have the internet passwords which are normally used for the online banking, and from that the amounts could be transferred to the mutual funds. Middle income groups I find that there is a lot of tendency to go for mutual funds, because that also satisfies your part of the urge of going to the shares and stock markets, where you may not be intelligent enough, or you may not want to take the risk of the share market directly, and through the mutual funds your urge of investing into the stock market is indirectly met.
Our reporter Laukik Shilkar with video journalist Sunny Narvikar.
Let's take a short break. We'll be right back.